wife. I mean dinner, sorry.
Careful.
You don't know.
All right, everybody.
Why not both? At the same time.
Running a pretty light crew today. So, as you've noticed, we are missing Rafna. Liru will be late today. I tried to hold out as long as we could, and since we have Killjoy here, I felt like that's just enough for us to actually play. Just.
I am enough.
Okay, well, whatever you say.
And the tiger.
And Tiger. I am enough.
Killed yet?
No. It's been barely a day since
game?
our injuries. Yeah.
You basically have, it's about 18 hours has transpired since everything has gone through.
Ayo.
His injuries are going to take a couple of weeks.
Not fully up to snuff. With that being said, I do believe, looking around here, yeah, okay, so we have Kristoff and his retinue, Nahar and Eliza, and then we'll have Jadir make an appearance back whenever he gets online. But more or less, you guys are still here questioning the medical examiner and I guess watching as he started to make incisions into the body.
Bro, you forgot the tiger.
Kristoff?
No.
The kitty cat's here.
I'm with Hannah at the station, so that's where I am.
Yeah.
My bad. Continue.
Student action.
My immersion. Alright, let me pull up my notes.
So Killjoy or Eliza had just attempted to be like, I know where his clothes are from, and then completely
Yeah.
fumbled the bag.
I dropped the bag so hard and didn't even realize.
Yeah.
But then it was salvaged. You're safe today on that one, believe it or not.
I think I got all my questions. A bit. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure unless somebody else had something to do with the hospital, we were done here.
We're waiting on the autopsy.
Eliza was standing on the counter.
I wanted a good view.
Oh, yes, of course. She's actually a short queen.
Yes. We love our short queens here. Not caring how tall she is, I can set it to whatever I want it to be. I could make her a mammoth.
That is true. You could if you want to.
Yep.
And that certainly won't have any negative implications going forward.
I love that for her.
7-foot tall woman living in a 5-foot woman's world. just all the way through. If there's nothing further, you guys can go ahead and leave.
I mean, can we get a report sent of the autopsy to the good doctor?
We also have one for ourselves to read now.
I mean, he's currently top. Like, maybe by the time we get back, he'll be done.
Maybe.
Oh yeah!
Take a while.
I found the flamethrower man.
Oh
I'm
no.
getting late tonight. I forgot.
I don't know, he might be scared of
It's
you.
awesome.
Anyway, yes, he could probably send the autopsy to you, though it will take... I mean, autopsies take a while, if you guys don't know this or not, but the cataloging and the assessment of every single organ, every single cut, bruise, abrasion, laceration, and every sort of entry on the body being cataloged and recorded does take a significant amount of time. That's why usually medical examiners have very, 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 very late nights, similar to doctors.
Mortuary assistant, people can speedrun it, so I don't know what's gonna take them so long.
Yeah, like someone's a big back beach. Obviously not good enough for the job.
How people are trying to. Oh, that ping stream.
Oh,
That's
my
fine.
dogs. Nothing.
It's fine, Magic. I'll just put up in VODs. I'm kind of out of it today. I keep getting DM'd.
Good.
Anyway.
Autopsy.
Autopsy. Yeah.
Takes a while.
So it's going to take a while. And I mean, unless you guys want to stay here for the next. Hold on. 6 hours. You could probably find some other trouble to get into.
Yeah, I'd rather go get. I mean, be a good person and not get in trouble, but not be here.
Okay. It also gives you a chance to actually set up all that stuff that you DM'd me about. Okay. Alright. Does anybody else have any other ideas about what they want to do?
What's my brother doing?
What's Kristoff doing?
Tiger.
Tiger.
For the
Tiger.
second chilling here, but you want to go track down a detective?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
I'm down.
Yeah, let's go to the opera.
Opera.
The place formerly known as the Opera.
Down
The,
today, Tiger.
Alright. We'll bring you guys over to the Opera House then.
Yay.
Woo!
Be the one that's on fire.
Well, okay. It's still on fire 18 hours later. Let's go.
I mean, have you seen, like, buildings that have been on fire and stuff like that?
Burn it down.
No.
They usually don't try to actually put out all the fire, they just contain it. But,
Sorry, I was sneezing. Yeah, that's true. Excuse my dogs.
let's see.
You're breaking up sometimes. Are you moving?
No, I'm sitting here talking while I'm trying to think of the actual music.
Talking to yourself
Hey,
like
Valken,
a
can you find, like, some somber music?
Yep.
Unless, actually... Yeah, this might work, actually. I think I found something that worked.
weirdo? Going down.
Yeah. Timber. That'd be a perfect song. The place is literally burning down.
Better dance. Ooh.
Dr. Zeismore, did you want to join them?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
We'll go ahead and retcon and say that you, on your way to the Opera House, you also sent a communique over to Dr. Zeismore, who joined you guys as you disembarked off the train.
Let's go.
And Lord Castelan are not here. Hide. Hide. You two are also not here. Hide. And hide. Hide.
Gonna be like, ah, they disappeared.
Let's see. Tiger and his entourage are here. You are not here.
Deletes them. They don't exist.
You. that should be everybody.
We hear magic.
I really need an entourage, but then I realized I have a frog.
And a
Food.
medical kit. Remember when you chucked that at an assassin?
I did.
I love
Like
that
an
for
old,
you.
like an old lady threw her purse at a robber.
Your medical purse.
Mm-hmm.
I love that for you.
It is an attaché case. Thank y'all.
Attaché.
Anyway, oh yeah, and the assassin is also not here. Assassin is gone.
Quick,
As you guys approach the ancient building that is the Grand Opera House of Solaris, you can see that much of it still smolders and is still kind of on fire. The fire brigade of the city has done a fantastic job in ensuring that its fire is not going to spread beyond the building itself, but it would be more costly and not worth it to stop the fires that are already inside the building itself. Again, if you don't believe me, look up how they fight fires in skyscrapers. Oftentimes, if too much of the building is already on fire, they just let it burn itself out. Which is more or less what they've done here. The bomber did his work and did his work very well. The section that is on fire and smoldering is probably going to burn for quite some time.
I feel like that's going to impede in our acting skills.
Somewhat, so you won't be able to go to the center of the blast, but you can still kind of make your assessments around. Depending upon what you guys are looking to do, you could also what am I trying to say here? Sorry, my brain's a little foggy.
You're okay.
If you guys let us know what you're looking for, Valkyrie and I can probably delete some of the flames and make it a little bit easier for you.
Okie dokie. I mean, I know that we came here looking for the guy who was the detective man on the case, so I have a name.
Can you
Bedrick
pronounce it?
Lacey.
Sorry?
Bedrick. Huh?
Say that name one more time.
Bedrick Lacey? Lefty?
Yeah.
Very bad at pronouncing.
Leaf? Lace?
Name.
Left
Day.
Ah.
User joined your channel.
At least you know we have it written down. Just not the
Welcome.
pronunciation.
Hi, Lulu.
Here comes the mentat.
How was
Yes.
your wife? I mean,
We're at
dinner?
the opera again.
Oh, the thing that blew up. I mean, oh, anyway.
Yeah, you wouldn't have done that. Why would you ever do something like that?
It's like, you know, I was totally with you guys when that happened, right? Yeah, right. Anyway.
I remember seeing the
Shakir of
computer
the
there.
opera. Doo-doo-doo.
Yeah. We're currently at the opera house. It's still slightly on fire, and we're about to start our detective skill. Find the detective that's supposedly here.
I don't think it's slightly. I think it's very so much like a blaze.
And
There is still much of the blaze that is still roaring. But if you guys remember, there are pathways through the fire and such, so you can make it through. And what is that guy?
Yeah, I was gonna say, who just walked out of the building?
Probably still police around.
There's
yeah,
still
that's-
police around. And I went ahead and placed the detective.
Oh boy.
Question.
So he is here.
What's up?
Do we have to be concerned of the toxic air from the fire? Forget the name
No.
of it. Carbon dioxide.
At this point, no. At this point, the fires that are still there, are not enough to.
Okay.
There's enough open air now that it's not toxic to you guys.
No face mask needed.
No, unless you try to go to like the source where the blast was, where their fires are still fiercest. No, you should be able to make most of the area. Actually, less than some of these. Val, can you do me a favor? Minus the central area where the blast was, can you delete some of the flames surrounding it?
Yep.
You're the best.
I'll try to do what I can in the hallway.
Both the hallways are clear. Well, suppose, sort of. They're not as bad.
This area. I got it. Actually, you know what? Those.
I will lessen them though.
Excuse my children if you hear them in the background. They are grunting and roughing as they fight over a toy.
I love that for them.
Oh, there's the toy. I'm sorry.
I am incredibly invested in who wins. Keep us updated.
I think I need to be spawned in.
No,
No, you're already in.
Oh, it just says waiting on GM for me.
He's not in the map
Oh.
layer.
Gotcha.
Oh, I've been kidnapped. Yes.
We're also doing this while the autopsy is being done. It's going to take quite a few hours, so by the time we're done with this, the autopsy should be concluded.
You guys don't know this, but it will
take.
take 6 hours. You guys don't know that, the players do. Oh fuck. I just
Metagaming. How dare you?
well, I just pulled apart the fucking hallway. There you go.
Oh, cool. It's still on
I
fire.
mean, it's still canon. It's burning apart.
You can
Yeah.
press Control Z to undo.
Well, it's fine. It's in. Oh my god, I'm still stuck in build mode. Jesus fuck.
Killjoy. He said Zed.
I know he did. I was over here going, we did it, like,
He thought the same thing. I ain't crazy.
Guys, maybe get.
Glitter, I'm gonna let you, or at least Eliza's gonna kind of piggyback off of you because you seem to be taking the lead with the detective stuff, and Eliza's
Okay.
just gonna be there for backup for now.
So an assassin knows how assassins work.
Exactly.
yes.
And she's scary.
Wow. I mean, I'm mostly gonna just go up, I guess, and hope that everybody goes with me. Well, I guess not hope. She's a strong, independent woman. But go talk to the policeman up here and be like, "Have you seen the detective man? Have you seen this man?" Are either of the, I was gonna say, if one of the important people, political wise, wants to stand with me, so I don't have to worry about being like, I am the assassin of the house. Awesome. Hi, we're here to speak with. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bedrick Letty?
The detective. Yes, he's inside. You may proceed. Just be careful. A lot of the building is still on fire, and there's some fairly not stable portions that still exist.
Sounds like me. Let's go. All right. Let's
I never said that, man.
go. But we all thought it.
But now I'm thinking it, man.
I remember the way too. You should be proud, Valkyrie.
The hell?
You are already lost.
No, I'm not.
You just
She's
like
going to the
got
bathroom.
Oh, she's going to the bathroom. Okay.
Okay. That's the
For more
last place she
drugs.
remembers.
No,
Eliza, you look for more drugs. You don't find any.
it's not what I'm looking for.
Alright. He said that he's here. Oh, Jesus, where'd I go?
You're on the stairs. Free. Debris.
Up. Oh, God, where did I go now?
You're in the doorway.
Oh, Jesus, I need to
There's just
load in more of my map. Oh, there's a bunch of shit in the way.
While you get there,
Are all of these people dead? Jesus.
I mean,
So the funny thing about that, guys, as you enter the hallway, the stench of burned corpses
Yummy.
is absolutely repugnant. I don't know if you guys have ever smelled burning bodies before, but it is a scent unlike any other, and it will absolutely make you retch if you are not at all used to it, which most people are not.
Yeah, this is
So-
normal. We have not smelled that before.
Well, actually, you can go to Yankee Candle and they got some.
You ever smelled that where it says like sunshine breeze and you're like,
I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Games Workshop actually makes candles, and one of those candles is the scent of Nurgle.
yep.
You should definitely buy it.
Oh.
And
we're talking about dead body smell right now, and you're recommending another smell. So,
Yeah.
wait, you like
you should be concerned.
Are they candles that like get you immersed with the game? Is
Sure.
what you're saying me?
Sure.
So like, yes, smell candle number 2 to know what the smell of your surroundings are currently.
Let's go with
The
that.
Slaneshi candle just smells like jelly.
So if I can get everybody to roll me a discipline power check, we're gonna find out how tough your constitution is.
you just want your threat. I know what.
You guys have your momentum already.
It's fair. I'm just being poopy bed.
My threat is only at 2.
It's at 3 now, motherfucker.
You said it's been 18 hours
4.
since
Jesus
It's
Christ.
about
What's
18 hours. Yeah, it's about 18
You
hours.
just vomited.
Eliza has not had drugs since then. Going through
Oh.
withdrawals.
18 hours.
Withdrawals
You
threshold.
are okay. So withdrawal is a cumulative process. So you probably have a headache, and you're a little bit irritable. But beyond that, you could probably hold your own.
Alright. So
For at least for a little while. Nahar, you're fine. Salvatore, you're fine. Christoph, you're fine.
Oh lord.
Love how we all give him threats, though.
Someone's getting hit by building.
Let's see. You're fine.
Oh no, the building collapses on one individual person. Oh no. Be free.
So you guys get hit with that stench, but you manage to be able to hold your own. Whether it's through just sheer force of will or exposure in some of your cases, you all manage to hold your own.
I love my dream.
Dr. Salvatore, yes, every single one of the bodies you find are dead.
Is that a question?
I'm a medical professional. I feel like I had to legally ask that question.
Okay. Fair enough.
I gotta check.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how burnt are these bodies?
Like they died from other causes. You're not 100% sure, but there are some that are basically just like burnt crisp in the shape of a human body.
Sorry.
Hey, Jadir,
Hmm?
you should go up those stairs and through the door.
Okay.
Off to your right. I think you might. No, the other ones. I think you might enjoy what you see.
Okay. Is there something to compute up there? I love computing.
Yeah, the survival rate.
The survival rate? Wow. Of what?
Here, you can also give me a discipline power. Because somebody just fucking hates you.
Survival rate of
Asthma,
yourself.
watch out, it's asthma!
You're telling me the Twisted Mentat would love to see some giant piles of dead bodies?
The Mentat has
I'm
asthma.
totally a
please.
normal mentat.
Yeah, sure, bud.
One second.
There are so many dead bodies.
It's like, you know those close-up, like, really bad camera shots, the zoom in. Like, that would be funny.
Am I using 1 or 2 dice? I forget.
2.
You always roll 2. You always roll 2 unless you're insisting.
Of course we fucking...
Jadir fucking tanks it like a champ.
He enjoys it.
Light smell of, or the slight inhalation of smoke, not enough to actually harm you. Apparently Jadir is just in his element right now. At least it appears so. Either that or he is completely
I have a
unfazed.
nose filter on this mask. Oh, I can taste it though. Yeah.
Did you
All
like
right.
it? Did it help?
No.
Oh! I thought you might need it. I'm really wondering, would this help you calculate the survival rate in the area? How many people
Well, let's
died
see.
here?
There's 1 dead person, 2 dead person, 3 dead They're all
thought-
dead.
I thought accurate information would help.
Some of them are literally on fire in this room.
Oh.
Can I calculate how many corpses are here? Is that what you want me to do?
No, I just thought you might want it for your mental records.
You sicken me.
Fair enough. Are we able to loot is not the word. Search these bodies?
That are burnt to a crisp.
Not all.
Like
That's why I asked
desecrating
how
corpses.
burnt they were. He said they were burnt from different ways, so not all of them.
So some of them, you could definitely rifle through the pockets of the dead people. Sure.
See if maybe one of the bad people also died, and we can kind of you don't belong here, you know? Maybe if that's a thing.
What?
Okay, you can do whatever you want to do.
You're telling me I'm going down the wrong way, is what you're telling me.
You will be
I
judged.
mean, you may. I mean, I may roll, and you may just find some random information that could help. I have no idea.
Achilles.
Okay.
What's up?
Achilles, are any of these dead people suspicious?
That one's burned a little blue.
Well, no,
we
I mean,
can test and see.
aren't any of them wearing
That one smells like a cauldron burnt crisp.
Roll me an understand truth, Kristoff, if you are anywhere close by there, which you're not.
I was hoping I'd be following. I just don't have it open
Yeah.
because of previous statements.
Hold on.
Cough, Killjoy, read your DM's cough.
He's in theory, he's with us. He's just not physically with
What
us.
are you doing?
Is that Kristoff?
You hate us.
Okay, that's Kristoff.
He's got obligations that are for monetary value that require his attention.
Tiger's a cam girl, got it.
Oh, no, it's a voice. You know that.
I mean,
It is. It's
do you want
exactly
to
Heard
link,
that, man?
or
I mean,
I could plug myself?
how
What?
much is VIP status?
Oh my god.
Kristoff. Oh, well, you know.
Yeah, it's this wall. It's made out of wall.
I also have a thing I want to look for afterwards, specifically. No rush.
Honestly, I was joking. You should probably do your first because it was serious.
What? No, I mean, yours is still good too. I mean, you never know.
Understand truth it is. Hey, let's go.
It wouldn't hurt. I mean,
I'm fully Hey, look, I got a number.
hey. See?
A success. All right. Hard to tell what would be a suspicious person and what a not suspicious person would look like in this particular setting. But you can identify bodies that you can rifle through their deceased pockets.
And have a ticket, the bastard.
Yeah, so you can identify the ones that you can identify the ones that essentially are not burnt to a crisp. But beyond that, it's not easy to tell what is a suspicious burnt corpse and what's a not suspicious burnt corpse, or slightly less burnt corpse. As that is particularly what you're doing right now. Eliza, what was your specific question?
Are any of them wearing, or it seems the remains are somewhat wearing, little's left, armor or clothing that was similar to the autopsy corpse?
That's a good enough question. I can give you an answer to. No, particularly none of the people that you see are wearing any sort of armor or weaponry outside of the dead guards that you see.
Okay. That's all I got. That's all my beans. Don't go.
Alright. And you all may proceed on if you would desire.
Like physically in the game?
Yes.
I used your positioning to, well, unless you're going to jump in the fire, I use your positioning to kind of judge what I want you guys to look at. Alright, so, as you guys approach towards the end of the hall, about to enter the actual amphitheater section, you see a rather dapper-looking gentleman, standing over, what looks to be a not so burnt corpse, or not as much burnt corpse, as some of the other gentlemen, or as some of the other victims that you guys saw.
Corpse.
I like it.
More like rare. Like there's some superficial burns, maybe where he got a little bit too close to the fire, but his injuries. Well, actually, Dr. Salvatore, go ahead and give me an understand truth. If you have any medical focuses, you can use those.
I'm just moving you with me, Tiger.
Excellent. So those are 2 successes. Did you have any focuses to apply to that?
Much appreciated, madame.
I mean, data analysis, I guess, would be it.
Yes.
But I guess that's more so, like, if I have data, I can just tell Will.
Success it's going to be. Okay, so none of them actually hit the number 6, but that's fine. 2 successes is enough to actually reach it. You could tell that this individual that the gentleman standing over the body, he did not die from anything caused by the bomb or by the fires. It looks like he was actually maybe blunt force trauma of some sort. You can see that there is numerous hematomas across his head and face, and from the distance that you're standing at, you can't really tell, but it looks as though he may have had a struggle.
Is this? I guess I wasn't there for the detective glitter, but is this the guy, the detective?
They don't know.
Yes.
They don't. Well, you guys didn't get a description, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah.
Sir, are you Detective Frederick Letty?
Are we close when you talk to him?
Hold on, I need more tea before I can actually do this voice.
Okie dokie. He's just shy.
Yes, I am. I'm Detective Cedric Lethe. Who might you be, madam? And sir? And I am going to guess that you are all from the royal court. Yes?
We are.
Hold on, I need to get a good camera angle for this.
Jadir's just gonna stare until prompted.
He's a detective. He figured it out.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, you're very good.
Sherlock Holmes.
How does he do that?
How astute of you, sir. Yes, I was told that you were coming here, but was not told as to why.
We're just looking for further information about if you found any information on the attack, or you have anything that you found that was left behind by the assassin or the bomber.
Besides the bodies?
Yes, there were many of those. We also left those behind.
Yes. My apologies. I am implied towards a trite answer. We're still investigating as it is, though we can tell that it was essentially almost a crude firebomb of some sort. Relatively easy to acquire ingredients for anybody who might be so inclined as the incendiary sort. But of course, I would say that the possible culprits would be either individuals who are disfavorable to House Castelan and their current rule, which would point us probably somebody outside of the city, of course. Though that I do not know. I'm more perplexed by this gentleman here, who seemingly did not die in the same way as most of the bodies in this area.
Would it help if our good doctor took a look at it and figured out the cause of death? He's able to?
If he so chooses, yes, I could possibly be of help.
I would love to lend a hand. I'll also examine the corpse and just kind of see, like, because you already saw the blunt force trauma.
Yeah.
And there's no burning on this body, correct?
Yeah, it's basically like first and second degree burns. Nothing that is fatal. Nowhere near fatal. Yeah. The cause of death, as a general assessment that you can tell, would be blunt force trauma. You can see that there is significant hematoma, subdermal hematoma in the face, and almost subarachnoid hematoma as well, meaning that he basically has a bleed somewhere in his brain, likely caused from blunt force trauma to the head.
Someone got wacky.
More or less. Let's see.
Detective, remind me again, who is this man?
This man? Let's see, name right now. The identification reads as that this man is Tom Fulton. He is a proprietor of a local drinking establishment in the upper part of town.
Yo, that's also the name of Draco Malfoy.
That's
Tom Fulton?
Thomas Riddle.
Oh.
No, Draco Malfoy is.
Oh, the actor's name.
The actor, no, I gotcha.
Tom Fulton.
Would you prefer somebody else?
You
Nope,
nerd.
nope. I love the fact that Draco is dead on our floor.
Well, madam, I don't know who this Draco Malfoy individual is, but I can assure you that this man has no such alias. Mr. Fulton is 56 standard, I was about to say standard Terran years, but universal years of age, and has lived in the city almost his entire life.
Is there any way I could tell? Sorry.
You said he owned a bar, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Magic.
I just want to see if I can figure out what was used to kill this guy.
Alright. This is a chance for you guys to earn some momentum.
Ayo.
So, this would be for you, Magic, it'll be an understand truth. Data analysis does pertain to this, so you have a focus to apply. If you get any roll that is 6 or below, that is considered a critical. You can have another person help you. Likely somebody that has either a eidetic memory for weapons and implements, or somebody that has extensive usage of weapons and, let's say, martial implements.
Translating, either me or Jadir. Or maybe Kristoff.
Would I? I don't think so.
Well, you're
Depends.
the one, like, well, have you have enough knowledge of weapons to understand, like, the different, like, you're a computer. Is it in your
Right.
mainframe? Is it in your memory?
I mean, would it be though? Is the question.
That's what I'm asking.
I would ask based upon your background if you feel like that you would have that kind of knowledge or not.
Unless the house specifically required it, then no, I would not.
Well, in this particular instance, I think that you probably would not, as there's other experts that are more adept in the martial aspect. You would be
Especially the
more
martial.
used.
Yeah.
Yeah. You would be more used for essentially like interrogation, interviewing, and the human side of things. Strangely enough, just in a manipulative way. So, if you wish to assist,
Here's the thing. My roles when I have been assisting have been absolutely dreadful and done nothing but actually help you. So I'm nervous about it rolling just for the fact that my roles are usually.
you would require 2 successes to pass the roll.
I would rather he just use because we start with 2 focus. So I'd rather he just use a focus instead of me rolling.
I'm fine with that.
I mean,
think
do
that's a little
both.
bit more too.
Like, understand that if you're assisting, I don't count your assist towards threat or like anything like that.
I'm fully aware. I'm literally basing this on the fact that every time that I've assisted somebody with a roll, it's been shit.
I understand what you're trying to say. I'm also trying to say that if you don't roll, it essentially he doesn't get that chance. If you do roll, and you fail, who the fuck cares? Like, I
I'm not gonna
so
yell at you because you failed a roll.
yeah.
I yell at myself. Well, don't
You can yell at
yourself.
you can torture yourself all you want, but
I do. Thank you for noticing.
like as a GM to my player, like understanding that a lot of this game is a game of chance, right? And increasing those chances, you not rolling is essentially like you taking the SATs and just like not even bothering to answer the question.
Well, how'd you know I did that?
Rather Christmas tree and get an opportunity to maybe get 1 or 2 right than not.
Yeah, you have a 20 like you have a like
20%.
on
I understand.
20 you have a 25% chance on the SAT to get an answer right? If you don't answer the question, yeah, you don't get it wrong, but you also don't get the chance to get it right.
I understand the concept, sir. Magic, would you like my help?
I would love for you to.
Okie dokie. Actually, you know what's funny? Well, I'll do it after. You just want me to roll a d20?
No. We're rolling a this will be a hold on, let me take a look at your character sheet for me.
No. You know what's funny is that in case nobody remembers, I still have the I took both of the assassin's daggers from the hospital. So
Oh.
I could always just be like, match this, and maybe there is a second assassin that we didn't see.
Maybe only give 1 then, just so we have
Oh,
another
I'm
just in
keeping the
case.
other one.
Yeah.
That one's against these blades are literally against the Geneva Convention.
Ah.
That's why I took them.
Ah. Very
It's
nice.
the Geneva Convention. They're just commonly known as daggers that are used in assassinating style.
You're ruining our lore.
Yeah, but when you explained it, you essentially
My
said
immersion.
these are like really like these are weapons that most people won't like to use because they do a lot of damage and they're really like bad to use. Essentially,
Yes.
Canada.
Anyway, you're also doing an understand truth,
Okie dokie.
but you're only
That's
rolling
okay.
1 dice. So
And I'm
this is
doing
the
same.
instance for you. No, you're rolling 2 dice, unless you want to use momentum and roll 3 dice.
No, you told me exactly what to roll, and as soon as you said it, it hit my
Understand
brain and fucking
truth.
shot out to the moon.
Understand truth.
3 dice.
If you're going to use momentum, you'll be rolling understand truth with 3 dice. Otherwise, it's 2. And then Nahar is only rolling 1 dice.
Correct. I want him to use a momentum though, so it'd be
I
3
say we're
dice
using
for
the
him.
momentum,
Okay. You need 2 successes,
yeah. And I'm using a focus, yep.
and you have a focus. Yes. So 6 or above. 6 or above. Or 6 or below. Excuse me.
That's 3
Didn't get
successes.
none of it.
That is 3 successes. All right. So, with Nahar's help, you're able to identify that essentially the item that would have been used to basically bash this guy's head in would be a somewhat round, probably no larger than, I'd say, like 2.5 inches in diameter, or about 4 inches in diameter, 2.5 inches in radius. Likely made of something very, very, very sturdy that doesn't have almost any give whatsoever.
They hit him with a vase.
Cannonball.
Nahar, you hold up one of the daggers, and you see that the pommel of the dagger is about that exact description.
Oh my god, I love myself.
Nahar did it.
I did. Yeah.
The candlestick and the
We
Arrest her.
trusted you.
So when the doctor relays that, I'll pull out the knife and be like, "Do you think it was? This is from the assassin. He had this on him. Do you think that the pommel could have been the murder weapon here? Do you want to hold it up?"
I'm sorry,
to
madam.
the
Where did you get
conveyor?
that?
Sorry,
Speaking of
we
the same
went
thing.
to
Why do you have the murder weapon?
we went to the hospital and I took it from the assassin's body in case we needed it for moments like this.
I'm sorry, madam. You just took state's evidence.
We are the state. What we are entitled to its
Take it
evidence.
up with either of
My
your
lord, I
daughters
completely
or-
understand that you are the state in many different aspects, but that would, if I did not see that weapon right here, right now, that would have severely hampered my
We
investigation.
have to
I was
spell it
going
out for
to
you.
give
That's why
you
we're
one.
here,
I
detective.
was planning on giving you one. I figured I needed one for evidence. I decided to expedite and hand you one now. I'm being helpful with your investigation.
Jadir's just gonna look at the detective with a pained look in his eyes, but not say anything.
There's the gaze in kind. I'm just like, very well. He takes the dagger. He takes it with an evidence bag and places it in the damn evidence bag.
Literally pointless. Pointless. It have smudged it all up. Been in your pocket, smudged up.
So I say, okay, you wanna put okay, well here's the other one. Do you wanna measure out the pommel and see if you think this is what did it? You can't have this one.
By any chance, are you wearing like any type of gloves, like leather
I was
gloves?
just gonna
Oh, yeah.
say that I'm
Oh, yeah.
reaching in my bag and hand her a pair of
Okay,
gloves.
that works out. That works out. That works out.
No, I
Yeah,
absolutely
she's wearing gloves.
have gloves on.
Oh,
She's
okay.
not stupid.
I'm sure you still kind of like smudged a little bit handling it. That happens.
And it was in one of my sheaths. Sheaths?
Sheaths.
He holds open another evidence bag.
No.
J- I-
No, you have one.
No, officer, this is my murder weapon, not yours.
Safekeeping.
Never
Yeah.
got to use it.
Keepsake.
The tiger mauled him. I was there at point of death.
He was thwarted from his original attempt to kill the royal family.
And also,
However,
exited
madam,
this way, and this body wasn't here when we exited this way, just so you know. So I was here, you weren't. You might want to think about that.
you know what? Go ahead and roll me. Hold on.
Actually, I wasn't here. I'm totally lying right now.
Yeah, you have no idea. So go ahead and roll me a, let's see, communicate power.
Okie dokie.
You need to make 3. Count that 3 successes to pass off that you know that this body wasn't here at the time of their escape.
I'm just trying to help right now. Why is this gotta be so Alright.
Do you
well,
require help or momentum or something?
in order to get this even kind of possible,
Somebody would have to like vouch for her that was here.
Oh shit, I
Oh,
wasn't here.
I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Have fun.
None of us
Well,
were
wait,
here.
I was
No,
just
no.
off of it.
Christoph was here, and
No.
no, wait, sorry, no, Christoph wasn't here. The
I was
only
just
person that
off.
was here was the doctor.
I was with
Yeah.
the royal family. She wasn't with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh.
this
So
is
you would
the
have to
last
vouch.
one
You
to
would
the
you would have
bathroom,
had to have vouched for her.
Yeah, so I need if
To make
magic.
this.
If your character would do that, you would have to give me a help roll.
You would just have to speak up.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm still awestruck by how an assassin doesn't know how to handle a murder weapon. That I'm just
I know
like,
how to handle a
I'm just
murder
making
weapon.
busy work with the dead body. Like, this is a better conversation. This is a better place to be right
That
now.
body's a better
Me and
conversationalist.
medium rare dead guy.
I don't want to use the last momentum though.
Means you'll have to get a critical success.
Yep.
I believe in
Because
you.
I don't want to
I
waste.
believe
I don't want to
You
waste.
got it. No, you got it. You got it. You don't need it.
Don't worry.
Got it. You don't need it. See, look at it. Need it.
Jesus Christmas.
Too bad she doesn't have any focuses because that would have actually succeeded.
I mean, I have the power focus of the power attracts those who are corruptible, so in a sense but I don't feel like that counts here.
I don't think he's corruptible. He's a detective.
I mean, to be
No,
fair, he
this
could
is-
be corruptible. He's worse.
Well,
But-
based upon your current assessment of him, there is no corrupting. He is just trying to fucking solve this
Yeah.
murder.
Oh yeah. That's fair.
But that was a very good roll. However, you do not have the total amount of successes to make it, which means that it is essentially a partial failure.
Oh, I know.
So you try to tell him that, you don't remember seeing this body here, and he would reply, I understand you did not see the body here. Were you busy trying to escape the fiery inferno that was going on in this entire building? That would have likely caused you to miss a single body that was killed over dead.
Possibly.
You're just gonna start laughing. Just the quiet, like.
I am so glad that you understand. Very well. If you do not mind, I will continue my investigation henceforth. As he kneels down and
Whispers to himself. Wow, this detective's really good.
Stuff.
That's why he's the detective, honestly.
That's not magic.
you see as he begins to kneel down and kind of like inspect the rest of the body. You notice he is wearing gloves.
I am also wearing gloves. Why did everybody assume that she just perfectly? She's not stupid. She knows what she's doing around a dead body.
know. We just didn't know. We wanted to confirm that you were wearing them.
As the doctor
Just
takes
had
out
really
gloves and
leather
puts them on. Starts going through and notices that even though the body is in rigor mortis, it looks as though it's just like it's clutching something in its hold on. Right hand? Left hand. Left hand. And in it is a partially burnt piece of paper with some lettering on it.
Hello? What's this?
I don't know. I guess I better not touch it.
He begins
Put
to
some gloves
like
on first.
gently try to like unclasp the fingers, which again rigor mortis has now been set in, which means that the fingers are kind of like just like clutching it as hard as they can.
Use a crowbar.
Yeah, just
You
cut
got one of those in your bag, right?
Alright.
Do you need a knife?
Use your new dagger.
No, I got this. I got it. Easy. There we go.
Snap it.
This house can nicely.
Get the head off!
He
Get in
uncrumples
there.
he uncrumples the paper.
Oh, no.
Ah,
Draco's
strange.
petrified. Here, just show me
No,
that.
it's not petrified. It's just partially burnt. That's weird. I have to send this to the lab to get it tested.
Do you
Maybe
want
we
to
might be
share
able to
with the rest of the
Yeah.
class?
In which
What
direction
does
is he
it say,
reading this?
detective?
Has he turned away from us so he can just keep the paper away from us or something?
No, I'm writing it down on my paper here. Because I rolled.
I wanna
And the
hear
roll
I wanna hear the
only
vocal
gave you
difference.
half of what was on the paper.
Oh my god.
So now it becomes for you. Yay!
You know what's fun is that I only heard half of his sarcastic yay.
It did trail off it. Yeah.
Yay!
That tea is really doing the work. What does it say, detective?
Yeah.
Well, I can see M-E,
N-E?
M as in Mike.
Me.
Ah, Mike.
Me!
M-E.
Looks like the top portion's burnt. Looks like a second sentence. Fern. Ah, God, this is so difficult.
You turn or burn?
Fern, as like the plant. Fern Alley.
Burn Alley.
Burn Gully?
No, not
Fern
Gully.
Alley.
I
Um,
know.
no, it's Fern Alley. It's Fern Alley.
Finale, go on.
And then the rest of that is unintelligible, and then it looks like there's a third line, and it just has some numbers on it.
What are the numbers, pray tell?
Looks like 1, 1, 3, 7.
Wonderful. Can you tell if that is the complete number list, or was it smudged on either side?
No, it looks like the majority of the paper is actually burnt, and then these are just what I can actually see.
Alright.
Do you think it's like an address?
That's my thought,
7
Doctor.
Ellie Street.
Numbers to a bomb.
Well, Fern Alley is actually a street, though it's in the lower quarter of the actual town, far from what this gentleman would actually be. It could be an address. It could be a message. It could be anything, really.
Maybe someone's illiterate and tried to say finale, but they had a really strong accent, so they
Burn
finale.
Alley.
Finale. Wait till the finale.
The finale.
Wait till the finale, then said it all.
Exactly.
Okay, just making sure it was me, and then Fern Alley, and then unintelligible, and then the last was 1137.
1137.
All right, but
Anything further on the second sentence is burnt away. There's no way to tell what it was.
I think it's an. I mean, worth checking out regardless if there is a.
Do you guys plan on telling the detective we're gonna go there, or we're just gonna
Where to what, sorry?
do you plan on telling the detective we're gonna go there, or you just gonna fucking pull stuff?
I mean,
That's on our ass.
Detective, would you like the assistance of the royal house, or would you prefer that we keep out of your investigation? I believe the son and daughter would like to be involved in this investigation, despite what you would like, but you're welcome to take that up with them.
My lady, it is far be it from me to tell any of the royal family that they are not allowed to do more or less whatever they choose, short of murder. And even at some points, I think they can actually do murder and nobody will question anything.
Yep.
But
That's what I thought you'd say. So,
God, I wouldn't
we'll
do it
be
myself.
We will be helping with the investigation. So, what help do you require at this time?
I will maintain my investigation here within the Opera House. With the city being on partial lockdown and on high alert, majority of my cohorts and staff are out actually maintaining the peace and increasing the actual guard count across the entire city itself. If you would like to follow up on some of the leads that are within this town, by all means, that is your largesse.
Okay, we'll head off to the Fern Alley and see if we can find anything there for you, and we will let you know what we find. Do I need to connect our comms together? Is there a way for us to
Well, I'm
have
sure
that
that the
communication channel?
I'm sure that the princess and prince are more than capable of contacting me if they so choose.
She just wants to give him her digits.
Ooh.
He is actually quite dashing.
I'm sleeping with the flamethrower man.
Oh, she has her heart.
Yes.
set on-
I'll sleep with them.
I thought I was sleeping
I
with
would
the same
love
therapist.
to work with this man. Are you would rather receive contacts from the Prince of Prince? You don't want to receive contacts from me? Is that what you're saying?
You can tell that he's perfectly fine if you want to contact him. He just maybe has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder by the fact that the royal family literally just does whatever the fuck it wants. Well, excuse me. The son and daughter of the royal family do whatever the fuck they choose, and for some reason never get in trouble.
I can get why that could be infuriating.
You can pick. I'm just going to go ahead and let you know, based upon your Bene Gesserit senses, your hyper awareness is just going to go ahead and give you this. And I would have told Rafna as well if she was here. This is probably not the first run-in that he has had personally with the prince and princess for the amount of antics that they tend to pull.
I appreciate your discretion and your understanding of the situation, and that they might have a interest in this, considering the state of their mother.
That has not been made public, by the way.
Okay. Your continued cooperation is appreciated.
Jesus Christ.
I was not aware. Is the
Oh,
is the Countess in danger or hurt or?
We're fine. Everything's fine.
she's just on some drugs. She doesn't know what she's saying. That's why she's touching things without gloves correctly.
I
So,
would
if
step
you
in at
guys
that point. I
of
would
course.
step in and I would say,
You guys
"Oh,
really
the
don't
Countess
think-
is just feeling adverse effects from."
You guys
The-
really
the
don't
attack.
think this smart detective
See.
man won't put two and two together that the fucking prince and princess, who are usually off doing dumb shit, actually want to do something smart for once?
Absolutely.
First attack on their life that they've ever experienced.
Even though we weren't.
Yeah.
But
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like this man, whatever. But
Yeah.
but
I don't trust nobody.
you know better than to keep important information to yourself, right?
Maybe.
And you know that I have access to all. I'm doing this. I know you know that I have access to all addresses of personnel in the area if that were to slip up in any way, shape, or form.
I'm sure that the lady would not dare to think of harming a officer of the law. But I understand what you're talking about.
Wonderful.
He seems
I will
wholly
let you-
unfazed by your threat.
That's fine. Wonderful. I will keep in contact with you if you find anything on burn alley. Hop, 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 hop.
Lady.
What?
Still there after you left, and he just kind of, under his breath, said, "Touchy lady."
Oh, I literally didn't hear you because you
Cut out, my
voice broke cut out. I heard lady, and I was
Lady.
like, what?
You said foxy lady.
So I'll say to the guy, "Say, detective, if you need any help examining any more bodies, just give me a call,
Thank you.
and I'll follow Nahar."
The other way. Doctor, by all means, you can go in there if you wish, but she actually
There's
went
more
the other
dead
way.
people in there.
Yeah, there's many dead people, Doctor.
There's dead people everywhere.
And they're not just burned.
It's a regular old corn song.
Some of them are squished.
There's some stuff that we still want to do in here.
Is there? Ah, shit.
I do too.
What are we doing?
Is
I
this
got
lady
what I
standing? You standing?
I wanted to talk to this commoner and question her.
I don't even know.
Whereabouts?
I don't even know why she's standing.
Isn't everybody
She's not supposed
dead?
to. Yeah,
Oh.
there's not supposed to be anyone in here.
Oh, I thought she was there on
people alive?
purpose.
No,
thought
I
she
think
was
I was
They
just.
just to knock down, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
All
Oh.
civilians would have been
She would-
evacuated.
Yeah, there are no civilians in this area. There are only officers and dead people, and you.
Can I search for any like suspicious activity in this room?
In the hallway.
Besides the hostility.
That's where we are right now. Yeah.
Yes.
She's in the lobby.
Yeah, because that's where we are right now. I'll ask again later in a different room, but
Yeah, that's fine. Suspicious activity. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a. Understand truth.
oh god. Ah! Don't look at me,
Eliza?
it's ugly.
Eliza, that is 2 failures. You don't really see any like suspicious activity or anything nefarious outside of a bomb fucking went off.
Bad thing happened.
Also, your head is killing you.
Great. Don't you get threat for that?
I always get threat for that. Yes.
Great, love it. Cool. Someone else's turn now, please. Doctor, you wanted to go do something?
I want to go back to where I first originally met that guy back by here. He was standing, just see if I can find anything else, any kind of evidence that he would have left, and I still want to find out something about the cigarette that he had.
Yes. So the cigarette that he had in the party actually brought up last session. You also can run a DNA sample off of that, and you have the equipment back in your office to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Sparkles, Nahar does have the DNA sequence results for the assassin's body, so you can actually compare one to the other, should you choose.
I would more so like to find out if the cigarette was bought, where it was bought, or if the cigarette was made of something. Where can I get, whatever type of tobacco would be? If I could do that
Fascinating.
kind of detective-y stuff.
Okay. I am
So, like,
perfectly
oh, yeah,
okay
it's
with
made from this, but you can only get this from this store in this place or something like that.
that. Is a incredibly insightful question to ask. I will go ahead. Okay. Who left?
Tiger time.
We lost Tiger.
Oh shit.
He'll be back.
Okay.
We lost connection.
I hope you don't lose me. Ah.
I'll go ahead and award 1 momentum for even just thinking of that question.
It's your big brain.
Let's see what's more.
You're
so
smart.
you guys can have 1 momentum for that. Yes, you can do that. You'll just need to go back to your office, your lab, to basically run this test.
Yeah.
We're back up to 2, boys.
Okay, so in your kind of like inspection of the area where you found the original gentleman before,
I know.
ignore the glowing of it, but you do find that there happened to be what looks to be a kind of like a compartment, an original secret compartment that was inlaid into the statue where you found the that suspicious gentleman from before. It looks about large enough to fit a relatively smaller, high-yield device of some sort. Your knowledge of explosives and incendiaries is not quite up to snuff to be able to decide if some sort of a bomb could have been stuffed in here, but you've seen TNT. It's relatively common explosive used in mining operations, which the city doesn't really participate in, but is something that happens. A bundle of TNT could be fit in here relatively easily.
But as a question, there isn't one in there now.
No, there is not one in there.
Okay.
Ignore the glowing thing, but yeah.
Okay.
Also, Valk, nice job for using those statues that actually move.
I didn't know that was a thing,
Oh,
but thank you for the compliment nonetheless.
That's cool as hell.
I'm just messing with it now. That's actually really amazing.
If I probably would.
Thought you
I don't
noticed
know
from last
if I
time.
carry those explosives with us, so I'd more than likely call a detective.
User
on that one.
entered your channel.
yeah. Okay, so the detective. I mean, he's within not earshot, but I mean, if you make enough noise, he probably could hear you. I'm gonna go ahead and bring him
Maybe
down.
Call one of the cops and tell one of the officers right there to go get him.
There we go. It's a camera thing. He comes down and inspects it. Does the same thing you did. He notices that the statue actually moves. Looks to the inside. Well, I would say that if I was to hide a bomb somewhere, in a probably forgotten compartment of a statue that is relatively close to the detonation area, would be what I would actually do. He takes out what looks to be like a sample kit and swipes the inside, sticks it inside of a vial, seals it inside of an evidence bag, jots some notes down. I'll send this off to our lab and see if the boys can actually determine if the bomb was actually stored here. Interesting. I didn't even notice this. And you say that you're a doctor.
A doctor with very good eyes.
Indeed it is. Thank you again, Doctor. You may have just saved me a few hours of work. He begins to kind of look around the statue at all, trying to, see if there's anything else left. No, I don't see anything else around here. You probably just stashed it here temporarily, and then waited for the intermission when there was enough foot traffic that nobody would notice his movement. That'd be my best guess.
Did I miss the part where Magic remembered that he saw a cigarette guy over there?
Mhm.
I stepped away for a second. Did you give
Yeah.
him the cigarette? Remember you
No.
put it in a vial.
I'm gonna go back and test it.
Okay.
Tiger's turn since he's back. If you done magic.
Yeah, I'm done.
Tiger?
Oh, that's Tiger's dead.
Hello.
Okay.
Anything that you wanted to do?
God, he died again.
Does the escape room leads to those metal doors right there? Question mark or no? Somewhere else.
Over where?
over here.
Here.
Is that where the escape route leads to?
Yeah, that's the escape route for the box seat.
If we go through down this way, is there any more that we might learn about the bomb? Is this part also still on fire or no?
The escape tunnel, the escape route is not on fire. Strangely enough, because there's not enough, like, passage of air in there, if there was a fire, it probably would have been extinguished quite quickly. Eliza walks up and goes, I dare you to go inside.
They're fucking accepted. We're going in.
Okay, guess I'm also doing that.
Ah, there's a back set of stairs in here. It was closed off the whole time.
Nadir,
Wait.
you wanna come with?
Sure.
Doctor!
I might as well.
Just letting you know where we're going.
Ah,
Detective, I have to follow the children. I'll be back.
The children.
Jadir, where'd you go? To the abyss.
Hold
To
on.
the unknown.
I'll get you out of here.
wee! The hand of God's got me. Ah!
Oh, shit, that's
I actually lost you. I have no idea where my mouse
I
is.
now appeared in the top left of the.
What's
I
with you
see.
and finding the deepest points and the tallest
Ah.
points of maps, dude?
There you are.
Ooh, wait. I think I found the way in. 1 second.
Wait, actually, it looks like a door.
I appear to
are-
have found a door.
You all had better knock on that trap door before you open it.
It's already open.
Yeah, sorry, no,
Uh-huh.
excuse me. Because you guys did not use that escape tunnel for the escape.
So, Doctor, would you like to do the honors?
No. No, thank you.
The doors are hot.
Or does feel a little warm. It's not hot, it's just very, very warm.
So the bomb was detonated behind the thrones or in here? I thought the explosion originated from the trapdoor area when we first talked about it.
I thought it.
Beneath one
I
of the
thought it was
tiles
behind.
the throne. It was from within one of the tiles behind the throne underneath one of those tiles, so it exploded up and out.
Hmm. Is there any evidence anybody went through this way?
Understand?
'Cause
Is there a light in this tunnel, or is it they're all kind of extinguished?
Dark.
Emmy has her globe out while we're traversing.
Get the globe out, you shake it around, and the metals inside begin to illuminate and produce light.
I don't know if that'll help Tiger any, but it's
Let
there.
there be light.
Tiger, you do not see any evidence of recent travel outside of the royal family coming here to sit down.
And Emmy
Through
also
the-
looked.
Through the trapdoor or in the throne area in the middle?
Okay, so trapdoor is a little bit of a misnomer. This is basically the most direct route to the box seat that the royal family uses to sit down in their personalized area.
So we
Right.
would have went through here to get to that area or no?
I believe you guys did originally anyway.
They came around the outside.
Yeah, we
You
went.
came around the outside? Oh, okay.
came
My
from the
apologies.
We never
My
used
apologies.
this hallway.
Okay, then no. You guys did not actually come through here. So then, retcon what I said. There was no foot traffic in here.
So confirmed that assassin never went through this place, then I guess.
Not that you can notice.
Okay.
And Emmy also looks, and she has the globe out, and might help her a little bit.
It doesn't really help because you brought it out for everybody to use. But you can make a separate roll if you want.
I will.
Could I use hyper awareness or danger sense in any of these situations?
Not danger sense. Well, danger sense will tell you that there's a fucking fire in front of you.
That's what I was
Oh.
thinking. I was like, I
Yeah.
feel like danger sense is more of like a, is there danger in the moment right now? Not.
No. To answer your question, no. There's no danger around you right now. Hyper awareness.
Don't look at it.
Eliza, same thing as Kristoff. You don't really know what you're looking for in particular. You don't find any cigarettes or beer bottles, or alcohol bottles.
If it hasn't been
Right.
used in a while, because I mean the royal family, I don't know when the last time we went to the opera, it would have been dusty.
It's like last year.
Yeah, so it would have been like dusty, and we're kicking up dust as we go through because nobody's stepped in here for like a year.
Here's asthma.
Correct question. You don't have the roll to meet it.
Quick gig.
Who else needs a roll?
Doctor, you look smart. Jadir, you look intelligent. I order you to discern.
As for your assassin, Nahar, hyper awareness.
I have to use a momentum, so I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I was about to say you would have to use a momentum to actually spend for hyper awareness. You can make a separate roll if you want.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good. I'd rather just get through this trap door.
Okay. You find you're going to have to be very careful, as this area of the Opera House is the most demolished. And you do see that there is significant fire still roaring here.
Why are we over here? Was there something you wanted to see? Your Highnesses.
I was suspecting that if the assassin went through this hallway, which we haven't used in about a year, maybe somebody would have noticed that they would have come out the other end or through this end. Or if there are any cameras, we could have found them coming through any one of the exits. Speaking of, are there cameras for the opera?
The oldest building in the entire world. There are there's no cameras outside of like the entry into the place, and that's about it. Which will tell you exactly what you saw, or well, excuse me, exactly what. Let's see. Exactly what your parents and the guards and the police. And
given we have the identity of the assassin, the guy who
that's not going to help.
By the first book. Well, I'm saying if we go back into the logs, will we see if he was ever with anybody when he was in the area?
Yeah,
Whether
you can search for that. Yeah, you could try to search for that. Yeah.
Well, so I guess I want to back up though, and essentially say this is not a good place to be right now. Was there? Did you just want to see the hallway? There is a lot of damage in this specific area. It's best to not traverse through here unless you really wish to.
I can't tell myself, but I'd imagine if there would be, if there was evidence of foot traffic in the last year, because that's when the last anybody official went through this area.
I'm not asking about this area specifically. I'm saying past this trap door.
Oh, absolutely not. Fuck that. That's on fire.
Okay. There's significant fire up here. My danger sense is tingling.
Oh.
So
an astute assassin indeed. I'm glad we have you.
I would request that you don't move past this trap door.
Wasn't planning on it. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Okay. You guys can move back down if you want to. Unless Jadir wants to say anything or look at anything or evaluate anything.
So there's all this debris around, but I'm noticing there's two stairwells.
Yes. So on either side here, there are two stairwells that led up to basically what was the kitchen.
Gotcha.
That fed specifically this area and only this area. Also, the two pathways here on either side also led. Well, actually, sorry. Here, that pathway there led to the stairwell that, leads to the main entrance for everything else. Does anybody else want to do a understand truth, or what is basically our version of perception check?
I'll do one. Sure, why not?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really. I mean, if it's for like a basic, I'm not looking for anything specific. But I guess like.
I'm just gonna see. I'm trying to see
I
if.
had.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if anybody picks up on something.
No, now you're gonna make me overthink. Why are you gonna say that?
Well,
I mean,
Jadir does, guys.
Oh.
Let me check his character sheet real quick.
Thank God.
To see how much
someone
more
has
successes
eyes.
he may actually have.
Beep, beep, beep.
Because he already has a critical, by the way. He rolled a 1.
Thank God someone has eyes.
And he has data analysis.
Really smart.
Wanna be.
Okay. He has data analysis, which is going to assist in this. So that is 8. So that is 2. That's 4 successes total on a target of 2. So you guys have 2 extra momentum.
That puts us at 4. Yes.
All right, Jadir. Being a Mentet, you remember literally everything that has happened to you since you have basically gone through the training of the Mentet school. And while you typically are more of a specialist in the analysis of human behavior and the study of interrogation techniques and things of that nature, your mind has never really let go of anything that it can recall. And you pick up on a rather pungent smell that seems to pierce its way through the burning corpses that already encompass this entire building. And the strange thing is that it does somewhat smell as though it's some sort of fecal matter, but not your typical sewage fecal matter. Let's see if success. It smells almost like the poignant smell of a phosphorus-based material or compound of some sort. And that leads you down another path in your trance, that the incendiary devices of choice for lower classes or those that are not able to afford military grade weaponry were a basic phosphorus-based incendiary weapon that typically came from fertilizer, which was relatively cheap and easy to acquire without anybody to have any questions asked. If you want to know more information, you can spend more momentum to ask another question. This would have to be Jadir, by the way, since he's the one that got success.
Yeah, please do it.
Nahar, you would also pick up on that same information for your 2 successes, since you met the minimum.
I can do the bare minimum, guys.
Whoa.
I can't.
Would my nose be able to disseminate if this was a local fertilizer, or is it too generic to be able to tell?
Who sold this fertilizer?
Is this generic?
He's an off-brand.
This is brand name fertilizer.
Red.
My
Hold on, let's see. Hold on.
I hear you smiling at it.
My dice just rolled away from me.
Huh?
Exactly.
Dice rolled away from me.
Rolled away. That's
Not
what
the
they're supposed
dice.
to do.
Get them away.
Oh, they're supposed to stay on the fucking table.
Throwing them too hard.
You should be nicer to your dice, dude.
Maybe they wouldn't be running away.
Jesus Christ.
He's taking out his anger on the dice.
It could be a local one. It's at least native to the planet.
That narrows it down.
Well, the bomb then was built on our planet, which helps out with my theory. Are you...
Nahar,
Yes.
that smell.
Mm-hmm.
Smelly smell.
Smelly.
Smell. That smells so.
Smells like the
smelly.
garden.
I don't like that song.
It smells like the garden in the backyard.
We have a garden in the backyard.
You've been there, remember? You fell in the lake before we came here.
Oh, I thought that was the penitentiary.
Remember when you accused my sister of scrolling up a wall like a spider?
It does
It's a lizard, thank you.
smell like the
Some
garden.
sort of
Yes,
freak,
I was
childish
thinking
creature.
it smells like a certain type of thing they put on plants to make them grow quicker. The name escapes me.
Fertilizer.
No, I didn't. I used a condom, but thank you.
You set that up.
No. Jadir, I didn't even know you did that, but congratulations.
Who?
No, fertilizer is one word all put together,
I see.
and it means to add this to crops, and it makes them grow faster. It increases their bounty.
Jadir's trying not to laugh because he knows what this is. He just tried to get a really shitty pun in, and he's laughing at his own pun at the moment. But okay, yes,
Well,
okay.
you never
now,
know with you.
now that I know,
point
I
is
feel
that-
like we should let the prince know about this, or I guess the acting boss. I always forget,
I mean, yes, the acting boss man.
or the princess. But I'm worried if I were to tell her that it's a phosphorus-based bomb, she would probably try to snort it.
You're so right.
I'll just. Jadir and I smell that it smells. Do you smell that it smells like the garden, Christoph?
That smell.
It
Smells like burnt wood. We don't have that in the garden.
It somewhat smells like the smell of your garden out there, indicating that there could be one of the components of the bomb could have been fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
Yes.
Yes,
Do you
but-
not know how to
They
make a
put
bomb?
shit in a bomb. I have not personally been.
Trying to grow a bomb.
Usually we use C4, madame.
Ah, well, when you make a homemade bomb.
So-
sometimes
Homemade?
you have to,
While you guys are having this conversation, I'm going to go ahead and spend all 6 of my threat
Oh,
I
I'm gonna
hate
die.
you, I
Have
hate
fun,
you.
everyone.
and adjust the narrative a little bit. As you begin to hear the crumpling and the creaking of wood above you,
Well,
Oh.
time to go.
God.
Yup, time to go.
I would like for all of you
Oh.
to
Yes.
roll.
It's okay. I didn't like my character anyway.
I would like for all of you to roll
Another shot.
a move power, please.
My danger sense.
Yes. Your danger sense. I told you exactly what your danger sense.
Hey, can
Your
I,
danger
can
sense
I
picked
spend,
up.
Should we use
I wanna
momentum?
spend the other momentum I made in that previous roll to use an extra dice.
We have 4 total.
Or go ahead.
How many people are rolling?
I don't think you understand how much I'm not connected to this character in any way. Like, if I get a reroll, I don't care. So 2 it is.
Ah, shit, I
Damn.
lived. God damn it.
Oh lord.
Nahar, you're fine.
Killjoy's
Yeah,
out.
Eliza, you're gonna have some issues. Jadir,
I
you're
always
fine.
have
Oh wait, that's move power. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
no.
Killjoy and the doctor moved.
Stop
They're in the line.
is gonna have some issues.
I think the whole building just collapsed.
Ah, my left ankle. It's been torn off.
Hold on, where is the doctor at?
They're
Good
both
thing I
in the
used that
lobby.
momentum.
I was in the lobby.
The doctor and
Yeah, the doctor, you're actually fine.
I'm next to the doctor, I think.
I'm a spy.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jade and Eliza and the doctor are fine because you guys can make it out of the building before things start
Okay.
collapsing. The rest of you that are
Sorry.
along that passageway, depending upon how far in that passageway you are, things are going to get dicey.
It's because we weren't here for the original bomb.
Quick,
This one's
hop
the-
away, hop away.
Hop, 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 hop.
I'm gonna go make one
All
now.
3 of you, Christoph, you actually get hit by some of the falling rubble.
Question.
Yes.
Have I built immunity to falling things because of Jadir's balls?
There were a lot of bowls. I'm gonna be honest though, I thought he said balls at
I
first.
thought
I'm
he
like,
said
what
balls
is
too.
Jadir?
I
What
was
in
like,
your
what did we
face,
do?
man?
Jadira does have some mighty ass balls, but not in this particular case. No, you do not build up immunity. Go ahead and roll me a 1d4, please.
Oh no.
You just wanted to be closer to your mom, didn't you?
Yikes.
I planned this
Mommy's
from the
boy.
start. It's also into myself for solidarity.
Jadir Nahar, you watch as the prince definitely moves aside from a piece of falling rubble to only get hit in the head by another one. He is now unconscious.
Oh my god.
Alright, well. I pick him up and throw him over my shoulder and I start running.
Yeah, you're perfectly capable of doing that.
Yep. Hop, 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 hop. Everybody get out!
Jadir, you've already passed. You can make it out of there perfectly fine.
Okay.
I'm just screaming while running with the prince. Everybody get out now! Just hop, 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 hop.
Aggressive hopping.
Yeah, as the rest of you basically make your way out of the opera house, you can kind of see as parts of it begin to fall. But it's
In the
mostly
attempt to
centered
alert
around
the-
where the box seat was.
Okay, I was gonna yell for the detective.
Oh yeah, does the detective live out of this?
Yeah, I mean, again, it was centered around where the box seat were. Like the
I mean,
majority of the police and everything that were there are fine.
Well, I came sprinting out. I'm gonna go down here though with him. I'll slowly put him down and be like, Doctor!
Oh Lord, what now?
He,
What?
why are you growling like Perry the Platypus?
No, I'm not. I'm revving my engine. I'm getting my momentum up.
he,
He comes running over. He just goes, wee, wee, wee.
Not to derail the conversation, but I woke myself up this morning, and he's like, "I want to jump off the bed," and I was like, "All right, buddy, jump off the bed," and he starts going, rum, 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 rum. I'm like, "What are you doing, dude?" He goes, "I'm revving my engine," and I'm like,
Okay.
Oh god.
You raised a weird kid.
"Oh
Congratulations.
yeah, you should see his parents."
Yeah, we have.
A piece of debris fell on him over the throat room area where the damage was pretty bad. He currently is unconscious.
All right, like examine the patient, just make sure he's not in any of it, like immediate danger, bleeding.
He has a pretty nasty contusion. He has a pretty nasty contusion at the top of his head, and I'm not gonna make you roll for this because we're pretty much at time anyway. He has excuse me. He has a pretty nasty contusion on his head, and let's see. And he will likely have a concussion, but otherwise he is fine. He will live. If you want to check him for, any sort of internal bleeding or anything like that, would require something a little more than what you have available to you.
Well, with a concussion, I think we should take him back to at least get him some rest and let me look at him more. Concussion protocol and all that.
So who's going back to the castle? Because I want to stay here and continue the investigation.
I'll take him back.
Yeah, Eliza's gonna be crying frantically, holding on to her brother.
She does have emotions.
Eliza, would you give us, I guess, since he is currently unconscious, I'd like to keep a couple of his guards to make sure that we have protection while we're walking around. Unless, should we steal one? I just want to make sure that we're not, it's just not me and Jadir here looking for...
what guards do you need?
What?
You are a fucking assassin and a Bene
Hold on.
Gesserit.
No. This is perfect. Skipper comes up and says, "Don't worry, ma'am. Me and Private can guard Kristoff. You can take Rico."
Oh, wonderful! That's
I
what
do
I was
like-
going for.
I love Sparkle's logic of, he's awake, he needs his guards. But when he's asleep and defenseless, he doesn't need his guards
You're going
anymore.
back
No
to
one would
the
attack him.
castle. You're going back to the castle. It's highly defensive.
Eliza cannot respond because she is inconsolable.
Okay. He just had a piece of wood fall. It's okay.
Yeah, he's also going through it right now.
Also, my thought. I understand that she is an assassin, but also the thought process is like, I don't want to walk down a dark alleyway with only like 2 people. Like, more so, I don't want to have to worry about keeping Jadir alive when I gotta do some stupid shit.
I think with you and Jadir alone, the biggest threat to Jadir would be you.
No,
He's
I'm
not
not
wrong.
stupid enough to punch my coworker. What?
You mean when there's witnesses?
Just laying next to him.
She's laying. She threw herself on top of him. Please understand.
Laying down in
It's
solidarity.
her brother.
Brother!
Why are there 2
Okay.
people in front of me?
So,
I mean, I guess actually, first and foremost, though, Jadir, do you want to go back to the castle with them, or would you like to stay with me while I investigate Fernali?
We can investigate an alleyway if that's what you're implying.
What I'm asking you is that are you going to freak out every time I put my hood up to mask my identity? Hence, giving away our location every single time I do it.
Can I roll? Because she said put her hood up, but then said mask, so I'm gonna now overcomplicate this and think she's trying to speak to me in code.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Jadir, you can do whatever the hell you want if you want to purposely misconstrue something.
Look, it's the Sapo juice, man.
No, I love
She
it.
wants a mask
I'm
too.
here for
You
this.
did up it. To be fair, you did just up it.
It's not on purpose if he rolls for it.
I mean, if you're looking to understand what she's trying to say, you do understand it. But if you want to purposely fail, you don't have to roll for that.
I think he's doing the fertilizer thing again.
I'm just gonna
Where
nod
he's-
along and go, yeah, okay, sure.
Perfect.
I'll come with you, yeah.
Puts the second mask on.
Takes the tassel of his fez, moves it to the other side of his fez.
I'm ready.
Puts his
They were-
mask
It's a
over his
fucking
head,
Pokemon
that's over
battle.
his fez.
Puts a mask on his fez so that the fez is masked.
Nahar puts on a second pair of gloves.
Stupid international super fast. Super fast.
Alright, so we all have our directions that we're gonna go. Those of you heading back to the palace are heading back to the palace. Nahar and Jadir are gonna have their super awesome adventure. That will be in the lower residential section of the city. Which I think Valk and I can probably put that together over
There is a lower
next week.
city.
Yeah, it already exists. I just need to talk to you about the specifics of it.
Okay. Yep, yeah, we can do that.
Again, this is all just created out of the roles that I did here today.
Did I have enough time to send my message to, or send the message to the House Aldrin people, or no?
Ma'am, you haven't actually even been back at the palace to actually do that.
Okay, that's what I was curious about. Is this something that I would relay over comms, or if I would actually physically send it in the
The
encoded thing?
personal comms that you have available to you are not powerful enough to transpire over the entire planet.
Sir,
which-
yes, sir. Got it.
They can cover the city, they cannot cover the planet.
Got it.
With that being said, you need only to head back to the palace and do all that, and take a couple minutes to send those messages, and then that will be done.
Okay, I will do it after we go back then, because I'm not going back yet. I'm staying here.
Alrighty. Nahar and Liru, super awesome adventure, and we have Eliza, we have Kristoff, and we have the doctor heading back to palace. Oh, and Hannah as well is heading back to the palace. All right. I got those notes. Is there any last minute things that you guys want to do while we still have some time? Well, then I think we should end it there. It's about 10 o'clock anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everybody. We'll be back here next week at 7:30, hopefully. Nods, yes.
Shots fired.
7:30, 8 o'clock, same thing.
Sure.
same thing.
Why the hell not?
I cannot help it. I literally just started
I know.
my job.
I understand. I don't hold it against anybody. In any case, we'll be back here at 7:30 next week. And yeah,